There have been many viruses and diseases throughout history that has many fear that it may come back and plague the human race in modern time. For example, the bubonic plague, a horrendous disease that caused millions upon millions of people suffering and pain. Today we're going to talk about the coronavirus. First, we're going to give some background on the coronavirus. Next, I will be discussing the racial stigma surrounding the coronavirus. And finally, we'll be talking about how you can detect and try to prevent the virus. Now we're going to get into the background and sources of COVID-19 or the coronavirus. The coronavirus started trending on Twitter recently and it gave everyone a huge scare. Coronaviruses are usually found in animals such as cattle, cats, and bats. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, an organization that has published vital information for the public to see on many diseases, on March 7th, 2020, stated rarely animal coronaviruses can affect people and then spread between people such as MERS-CoV, SARS-CoV, and now with this new virus named SARS-CoV-2. China is said to have been where the virus was first spotted. There are many large seafood markets, and live animal markets, suggesting animal-to-person spread. Then later, people have been reported to have not even been close to any type of animal that way and still caught the virus. The complete known illness severity of coronavirus is unknown. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention Organization on March 7, 2020 continued with reported illnesses have ranged from very mild, including some with no reported symptoms, to severe, including illness resulting in death. It is also said to have a higher risk of death in young and older people with severe underlying health conditions and babies. While China is a hotspot for the coronavirus, there's been a growing number of cases around the world. You can see in Italy, Iran, and Japan, where it is a smaller, more closed off space, where the disease can spread easier. And while it's seen a growing number of cases, while in areas such as like the US, Canada, and Russia, there have been a lot fewer cases because it's more spread out, it's like a more bigger area. Now let's talk about the racial stigma surrounding the coronavirus. Everyone knows that the virus is said to start in China, and with that, there has been a spread of xenophobic responses everywhere. Many people have been making assumptions and stereotypes against people of East Asian descent because of the coronavirus. People assume that if you're Asian and cough, you automatically got the virus. There have been reported cases of people coming up to someone of East Asian descent and asking if they have the coronavirus, and social media is fueling this. On TikTok, Instagram, etc., there are posts upon posts of people mocking Asians and fake coughing and such. We have seen the same thing with many other outbreaks. During an outbreak of H1N1 swine flu in 2009, Mexicans and many Latinos were scapegoated. And during the 2014 Ebola outbreak, so were people of color, says Jasmine Aguilera, a New York Times social justice reporter on February 3rd, 2020. Lastly, let's get how you can detect the coronavirus and how you could try to prevent it. The symptoms of COVID-19 varies from person to person. The most common symptoms of COVID-19 are fever, tiredness, and dry coughing. Some people have aches, pains, congestion, runny noses, and diarrhea. Others don't even have symptoms and feel fine. Most recover from the disease without needing special treatment. According to the World Health Organization, the website known for is information on global safety, vaccines, diseases. On February 23rd, 2020, around 1 out of every 6 people who get COVID-19 become seriously ill and develops difficulty breathing. You can take simple precautions to protect yourself and prevent the spread of disease. By doing things we do to prevent colds, such as regularly and thoroughly washing your hands with soap and water, stay at least 1 meter from someone who is showing the symptoms, for example, coughing and sneezing. Avoid touching your face, especially your eyes, nose, and mouth. And staying home if you feel unwell. And staying up to date with anything dealing with the coronavirus can prevent any spread from happening. Viruses will continue to be around and terrorize people but with proper information, we can better understand what we're dealing with. Today, we spoke about the coronavirus. I hope you are more informed about the background of the coronavirus, the xenophobic racial stigma surrounding the virus, and how you can take necessary steps to detect the virus and protect yourself. So always be careful when dealing with people who are sick and stay safe. Thank you.